My stripes show like regiments, military intelligence, murder game. I leave no evidence, credentials. Go ask my preschool, even talk to my own principal. He tell you how I used to pack a number 2 pencil. Stabbing students, grabbing teachers, Catholics, preachers. In the school staircase, cutting class, passing my reaper in MO class. Operation Return, they tried to say I was incompetent, not able to learn. The table turned down, got my own label I earned. Like the nigga said at their presidents, money to burn. Queensbridge, pay homage, respect. Nonsense effect, acknowledge the rap. Polish baguettes, niggas is this and that. I'm just the best, putting on balance the rest. Between Latin kings and blood, La Sangre, blood is Spanish. So many thugs vanish. Unite the system, the fight within the street wisdom. They don't teach you prison. Fuck fly. Anyone just a pun must die. Just give me one try. Now you know you done fucked up, right? Ha, you ain't got no wins in the casa. Take that pasa. You ain't even in my class. I hate an actor that plays the rapper. I'm Trevor Squad, Beta Kappa, everybody's favorite rapper. Grand Imperial, college material, insane criminal. The same nigga who known to blow out your brain mineral. Or brain subliminal resides your visual. Try to supply your physical, but my spiritual side of it's lyrical. I'm a your dreams like Freddy do, no kidding you. Even if I stuttered, I would still shit on you. Soon as I chitter chatter, your shit is shatter. I'm the kid out of the Bronx, that'll storm you to death like it didn't matter. I'm even better than before. Killer metaphors, killers bit it all up one. One verse, Jet of John plays. John plays. John Blaze, Johnny Blaze, ain't a damn thing changed.
Yo, my attitude subject to change. I mess around and spit 12. If you drive beside door, your range. 6 hit you, the other 6 up in your name. Mafia style, leave you with your watch and your chain. So take heed that not only can I flow, I can aim. All niggas can't stand the rain. Better believe that whenever I see y'all, I'ma test you. Only cause I know the baggage, respect, pressure. Hardcore like shit you get kicked out of y'all for. Kiss ain't the cops, but I lock niggas up. You leave me in my cell, I soak and sock niggas up. Far as the flow go, you can let your dough show. Put your money on the table, we can battle on cable. Y'all hot dog niggas get niggas. Fuck around with Jason, that showed you from the lot, John.
My son, cool out, don't beat, yo. Throw the tool out, let's run these niggas. Kidnap, they work, make them move out. Crush hash, hands is like glass. Keep the heat in the dash. Did some dirt for some work, quarter gas. The flicker rocker, wicked sneaker rocker, footwear. Strike me out, guard, stacking up joints. Rack them like Foot Locker, this is raw. Raw like fuck, kid, represent. Hit it, Crenshaw. Hold my word stronger than the Ben store, relentless. The anthology consolidated with the quickness. Just up in the wake of blouse, killer sickness. Lex imagination, large go cards. People focus squad brains that connect. Put on the older guard. Specialist, iciclist. Bull Ridge, Calabilla, the rich. Work for $8, no snitch. That's why broke niggas who got hard guards sign them up. Start the wind up. We John Blaze and Dawn in the lineup. John Blaze. John Blaze. John Blaze.
Johnny Blaze, ain't a damn thing changed.
It's simple mathematics. You gotta love us. Cause Joey Crack plus Gad equals a lot of dead motherfuckers. Just when you thought I was done, I recruited pun. Terror squad and the prize, understood it done. I'm from the slums where it's worse. Plus my gun still it hurts. For fucking with my funds on the first. They go to church like a mobster. Discuss your death over shrimp and lobster. With my Cuban partners, Lucas with the cartridge. 20 shot, run up on any block. Disrespect any cop. Used to run many spots, now I own shops. Vortex with the lock, 564 bills a pop. I'm hot, who wanna get burned? I 5 wanna get nod and watch your whole fucking head turn. You best learn to parlay. I've had a hard day, fuck around with the dawn and get John Blaze. John Blaze.
John Blaze. John Blaze. John Blaze. Johnny Blaze, ain't a damn thing changed. John Blaze. Johnny Blaze ain't a damn thing changed.
All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? We back. Glad to have you back with us. This is a better connection. So I'm going to pick up where we left off, and I'm talking about. I'm appealing to the real men, the real black men. We need real black men to start stepping. There is no more waiting. There is no more sitting on the sideline. There is no more making any excuses. Our black women and children are under an excruciating attack, and it's being carried out by a large force of people with a serious network that has many, 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 many working parts. This is a collective effort against the black women. This is not just sissy bims. This is not just the manosphere. This is something much larger that encompasses those two things. They are all working for this one particular situation that's controlling everything. These homosexuals are hell bent on destroying black women and seeing black women in the worst way. And they want a society that they can mold and shape with a mentality that will accept girly men and gay men as women. That's what they want. And in their own twisted mind, the way they want to do that is destroy the image of the black woman so badly to the where nobody would want to protect her and think that her life is worth nothing. And that way they can do whatever they want to her, and they can use her as, as a breeder, like some kind of animal. And we can't let that happen. We won't let that happen. There is no we can't, we won't let that happen. I've been watching YouTube for the last 2 weeks. Just about every black channel I've gone to that had dudes on it. The guys were so weak. Very, very slight voices, afraid to speak with some thunder and some force, being shouted down by the slightest tone of a black woman. Black woman raises her voice, they go running and hiding, talking about, oh, she's too aggressive. This is the weakest shit I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like this. Understand, I'm 53 years old. I have never seen anything like this. This is crazy to me. I've never seen guys this weak before. It's like they're girls. I mean, the way everything about them, the way they talk like women, they act like women, they behave like these dudes, man. This is fucking crazy. And we got to do something, man. We got to, because it's getting to the young boys, it's getting to the teenage boys. They're coming out of the homes with this fucked up mentality towards black women. We can't let that continue. I don't give a damn if you motherfuckers out there, right, feel some way about the black woman because you didn't have a date or your date went bad or you got dumped. Fuck you. Because here's the deal. When we real men get together and start pushing back towards this thing, you either with us or you are against us. And we go, if you're against us, we rolling right through you because you ain't built like that. I guarantee you. See, you don't want to face a man who has to protect his women and children. That's the kind of man you don't want to face. You don't want to face a man that's fighting for his women and children. So you can walk around here and talk crazy all you want, complain about child support, right? talking about black women having attitudes and all that stuff. But I'm telling you right now, you don't want it with a man that's willing to do whatever it takes to protect his women and children. So if you think you built like that, come on with it. And so my thing is, the real men who are listening, we have to do something. Whether we have to meet, we got to talk, we got to work something out. We have to start fighting back against this. Whether you have a platform and do what I'm doing, speaking out against it, but I want to do more. We got to do more. We got to get in the neighborhoods. We got to start turning these young boys' heads around. Okay, we definitely got to speak out against this in social media because they're doing a lot of damage through social media. They're doing a lot of damage to the black woman's image in social media. We have to combat that. We got to fight that. We got to start pushing back. It can't just be me. It can't just be me and Cerulean. We need more black men to start fighting back against this negative push to destroy the image of the black woman, to try to devalue her life. Because that's what's going on. The black woman is really the target. Everything else is just a smokescreen. All this shit you see going on out here, Black Lives Matter, these protests, all that is a distraction. The black woman is the prime motherfucking target. Because like I said, if they can subdue her, if they can get her out of the way, if they can reduce her to where her life no longer has value, then they can create a society that will have a mentality that will accept gay men as women, girly men as women. And then they will use the remainder of the black women as breeding animals. So they can sustain themselves. They'll just be using her for breeding. And then they'll take the babies away from her and raise them themselves with that twisted, sick mentality. That's the ultimate plan. This ain't no shit out of a fucking movie. This shit is real. And this shit is being perpetuated by a lot of fucking people. Like I said, they have a legion of coons out there that are going against the black woman. And then they have these hordes, several hordes of these things, these biological monstrosities of humanity. Whether you want to call them he she's, transvestites, trans this, trans this, whatever, trans whatever. These biological inhumane rejects or something like that. These screwed up folks. Nah, Arnie, this is more than that. This is far beyond just talking about women. Black women are in serious trouble, Arnie. You're being targeted. This is way beyond just weak black men. This is on another level. We have to start recognizing it. We need to start addressing it. There's a generation of black boys right now being taught to hate black women. We can't take a blow like that from a whole generation growing up hating black women. We can't take a blow like that. Okay, we'll be devastated by a generation of boys hating black women. That'll be almost impossible to recover from. We can barely get ourselves straight now. We get hit with a blow like that, man, we'll never recover. Yes, yes. No, no, no. They can't get rid of her totally. They need her to breathe. But they want to get rid of enough of it and they want to devalue her life so that they can raise a society with a mentality that will accept, right, and see gay men as women as a normal thing, as a normal natural union. As long as the black woman is walking around on earth, they can't do that. They can't validate that union because it's unholy and it's unnatural. Because you have women walking around, they can never pull that off. But if they can devalue her life and reduce her to just a breeder and keep her out of plain sight, then they can train the upcoming generations to see her as nothing more than a dog or an animal, and see a gay male as a woman. Now, this may sound far fetched to some of you, but I assure you, this is not a fairy tale. This shit is happening, and it's happening right now. All you have to do is watch all these different things going on social media. The coons, the men, listen to the way they talk. It's all geared towards men becoming feminine. Dang,
Yes.
step in here. Let me hear your take.
Oh, it's a little depressing, but it's kind of true. Facebook, we might be seeing it mostly on Facebook because
Did you
it
just say
always
it's
starts
kind
to
of
apply.
true?
Hmm?
Did you just say it's kind of true?
I
What's
said,
kind of
kind.
true?
Well, that's me hoping, that is not true. You
Nah,
know,
listen, listen, listen,
I don't.
listen. Don't give listen.
Hmm.
We need to speak truth on this show,
Okay.
okay? Don't give false this and false that. We need to let people know exactly what it is. This shit is happening. This ain't no kind of true. It is true. It's happening right now as we speak. I just came off a couple of websites. I mean, not website, a couple of channels listening to niggas talk like women and are afraid of women. I'm telling you, this shit is spreading everywhere. And it's a large fucking contingent of people working as a collective to destroy the image of black women. There's no kind of truth. This shit is happening.
Hmm.
I just came off a channel a few minutes ago, listening to a black woman arguing with a nigga, right, who's aggressive and talked too loud and was afraid to talk to her. Hold on, shit. Take over for me real quick, Dane.
Okay. Well, that just showed that he's weak. Um, that he's weak. He's too weak for her. And if he thinks her talking aggressive is thing to be afraid of. Um, if he can't handle a woman being aggressive, how he's gonna be against a man? So he's being weakened, so he'd be easier to take out, to manipulate. Well, he's already shown he's easy to manipulate. He's being told that he's hating on black women. They trying to go to other races of women. That's why they put him on such a high pedestal and stuff like that. Shooks. It used to be considered crazy and showed that you weren't worthy to be with a black woman if you went with a white woman. Now they making it kind of like that the white woman is the prize. No, no, no. She didn't used to be no prize. She was the booby prize maybe, the zonk. Show that hey, you didn't win. You didn't win. You a black woman. Um, so hey, one worthy to have a black woman. So you had to resort to white. And slowly but surely she's been put on a pedestal to where she's considered a prize, even when they see evidence that she's not, and they know on a certain level that white women are dangerous, will get rid of them when they get tired of them, or when they through using them, or just because they can. Because the white women want to have power over some men, they can't have power over their men like they want. Well, they will have power over a, a man they consider beneath them. Yes, white women consider y'all beneath them. You was just there to be her toy, her vengeance to get back at her man, her daddy, her brothers, anybody she considered that is trying to dictate what she can and can't do,
Um,
and she can. Mhm.
I'm back. I'm back. All right, people. Sorry about this. I got to shut everything down. I got to go. Work is intruding. We'll pick this up probably later on. We'll just talking about the protection of black women and what black men have to do. Hopefully, I'll be back later on. If I don't finish up later on, I'll be back with the same type of stream tomorrow so we can continue to add to it. This is an important stream. We need to get some brothers out here with the right mentality, and we got to start fighting back against this. Okay, this shit is this shit is for real. Not only see when okay, when you say stuff like that, that tells me that you're not listening. Either you're not listening or you have an agenda. I didn't say nothing about society at large. You see, people when people talk like that, that's called invoking an impossibility, and that will discourage people from seeing the truth. I didn't say anything about society. That makes me wonder if you have an agenda when you talk like that. Yeah. You got to be careful when you say stuff like that because it makes you look like you have an agenda. I wouldn't say anything about society. I said homosexuals. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. People, I gotta go. Um, and I really hate it because I really want to get into this stream. I'm gonna finish this stream up probably later on tonight or tomorrow. Okay. All right. Peace, power, unity, everybody. Sorry I got to go, but I'm a working man. I have a business, and so business is at hand right now, and I got to deal with it. Okay. All right, everybody. Peace, power, and unity, and I'll be back either later or tomorrow.